The following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
Macomb is proposing the budget for next fiscal year. Does the state's impasse have an effect on how the city will prepare it?
Also, employees have a new thing to worry about when applying for a job.
Plus, WIU students give back to their community, working to make a better future for people in need.
Now, those stories in a moment, but first an update to road construction in McDonough County.
IDOT closing lanes on Route 67 between Macomb and Good Hope. The closures began yesterday. Lane closures on US 67 will last through the end of May. IDOT says the closure is necessary for pavement construction. Plans are to build an intersection with Illinois 336, all part of the project building a bypass from Peoria to Quincy.
A teen driver hospitalized after a head-on crash with a truck. This happened east of town on Route 41. The 17-year-old driver was knocked out and had to be pulled from her car by EMS crews. ISP says her car rolled twice and hit a utility pole after impact. She was taken to McDonough District Hospital, and now the truck driver had no injuries, and both drivers were wearing seatbelts.
The state of Illinois now in its 10th month without a budget, but Macomb is working to pass theirs. City Council held a public hearing Monday night on the fiscal budget for 2016-2017. Mayor Mike Inman says the proposed budget estimates $30.5 million in revenues and $30.3 million in expenses. The proposed budget is available for public viewing at Macomb City Hall and at the Macomb Public Library. City officials vote Monday on the budget.
Now, the change in seasons means an increase in yard waste. Now, the city's yard waste site is open Thursdays through Sundays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Residents can bring grass clippings, twigs, branches, and leaves to the site located on Tower Road just north of Macomb.
After just 5 months, one local bar is closing its doors. On Monday morning, the co-owner of the Holler and Swaller Saloon posted on Facebook the bar would be closing. The post said, quote, "Unfortunately, we are closing the Holler. Thanks for everyone who has supported us while we were there," end quote. News 3 has been trying to contact the owners, but there is no phone number listing for the business.
Now, employers are not just looking at criminal records anymore or driving records.
They are checking things you may not expect. News 3's Ryan Garrity reports.
Credit reports. We all have them. Nearly half of employers in the workforce are conducting credit checks on applicants now. Credit is something that college students don't necessarily take into consideration. Jason Kessler, a junior here at WIU, is a communications major getting ready to graduate next year.
I have actually never done a credit check in my life. I always see those commercials though, and they tell me to. I just kind of don't think it applies to me yet for some reason.
There are three major credit reporting firms: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. The former VP of Experian, Maxine Sweet, says that one's credit is a possible reflection of that individual's future job performance.
If you manage your credit well, then it's very likely you're going to manage the company's money well.
TransUnion's website even states that it can help make decisions quickly and easily when deciding on potential candidates. In a state legislative hearing in 2010, the Director of Government Relations for TransUnion was asked what the connection is between one's credit report and their ability to carry out their responsibilities in the workplace.
We don't have any research to show any statistical correlation between what's in somebody's credit report and their job performance or their likelihood to commit fraud.
Regardless of the opinions we may have on credit reports, it is important to know yours. Under a law called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, companies like Experian are required to provide you with a copy of your credit report once a year. Take note that employers also have to get permission before conducting a credit check. So as graduates look for employment opportunities, paying your student loans on time can help boost your credit. This is Ryan Garrity reporting for News 3.
Thank you, Ryan. Not only is it the year for the presidential election, but it's time to elect a new Student Government Association president. SGA elections are going on now until Friday at 4 p.m. Students can vote by logging onto their STARS account, selecting the menu button, and scrolling down to student voting and election information. Matt Allwood and DeVille Siripskady are competing for president. All other candidates are running unopposed. Current SGA President Will Gradle is running for Board of Trustees. Only 3 students are competing for the 5 senator at-large positions. There is an option to write in candidates for all positions.
Now tonight, the parking lot of Corbin Olson will be packed. Corbin Stock starts tonight at 7 and ends at 10. DNK and First Impression will be performing. Carnival Games and Greet Partons, as well as the game of Pie the R-Ray. Funds raised benefit Genesis Garden and Edison Elementary School.
Leaders at Genesis Garden say their home on East Carroll Street is ready for repairs. A third cleanout was held on Saturday at McDonough County's Future Family Emergency Shelter. More than 150 volunteers showed up to help out, a big chunk of them being college students from WIU. Director of Genesis Garden, Will Wetzel, describes how the home looked before work began.
Clothes, food garbage, couches in the basement. You could barely walk around because of all of the nastiness. And so now that we have it gutted, it's almost a clean slate.
The clean out was a part of a service event for Greek Week, which took place on WIU's campus last week. Wetzel said he was amazed at the turnout.
1, 2, 3.
Happened earlier this morning. The grand opening will continue through Saturday and will include live music, a petting zoo, free food samples from local growers, and various other activities. More info about the grand opening, search for Macomb Food Co-op on Facebook. And still ahead, the search for a $30,000 piece of artwork stolen from a Missouri art museum.
Plus, gym goers, you're going to want to listen up. You might want to pack an extra towel and some Germ-X after hearing what one report found.
Danny Fry has a preview of sports.
Hi, Megan. A unique event returned to the WIU campus on Saturday. It's called Connects, and everybody involved left with a smile on their face. Devin Biggs has a quick look at weather outside.
Yes, Danny, let's have a look at our weather right now. Take a look at our webcam. Very sunny out today with a light breeze right now. Traffic currently moving through the downtown Macomb region at this time. Take a look at our current temperatures around the western part of the state right now. It shows 54 degrees in Macomb and 53 degrees in Galesburg at this time. Coming up, I'll let you know how long this warm weather will last and when we could possibly see some mid-70s after this.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. Live at 4 is back in a moment.
To eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Looks like it's done.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. You can't see these microbes, but they might be there. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Now from Macomb in high definition, you're watching Emily Manley, Megan Sanchez, Storm Team 3's 5-day outlook, and sports with Danny Fry. Live at 4 continues.
Now, student athletes have plenty of pressure on them between classes and practice.
But in the athletes' code is a pact to serve as community role models.
Sports Director Danny Fry is with us now.
He has the details on a heartwarming event from this weekend. Danny?
Megan, Emily, it's a proud day to be a Leatherneck. More than 130 student athletes gave up their Saturday morning for a cause greater than they ever expected. Our own Colleen Judge was there.
Welcome to Connects.
Powered by one senior soccer player, Victoria Capel, Connects has made quite the movement at Western Illinois University. Connects is a combination of the words connect and Leathernecks.
The goal of this today is to make connections between student athletes and individuals with special needs.
With 30 participants playing a variety of sports ranging from basketball, soccer, tennis, and even a parachute, there was something for everyone to excel in.
What did you guys do here today?
Everything, tennis, all that. Basketball.
Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
And that fun even led to people breaking out in dance moves.
Connects benefits the participants with a day they'll never forget, and it also gives the student athletes an experience that'll last a lifetime.
I think it all affects us the same way. Like, it brings smiles to our faces as well as seeing them smile and like seeing them have a good time and us having a good time.
This kindness did not go unnoticed by anyone who was there, and the smiles and the cheers tell it all.
I want to thank the coaches and the volunteers bringing us down here.
Were they good? Were they nice?
Yes.
They did good?
Yes.
What about the athletes? You like the athletes?
Yes.
Yes? Were they fun?
Yes.
Oh.
It develops something that you can't put into words. You can just feel in your heart.
The love, respect, and happiness was felt by all. And WIU student athletes want everyone in the community to know one thing.
We want them to know that no matter what, athletes are here because we care.
1, 2, 3. Reporting for News 3, I'm Colleen Judge.
Although Victoria Capel is graduating this May, Connects is still going to be a part of WIU. The next event will be in the fall of 2016, and it really looked like everybody had a good time on a busy Saturday.
Oh, that's for sure, and they had some good weather for it, too. Thanks so much, Janie. We'll see you a little bit later in sports.
No problem.
Now, if you're about to head off to the gym, you might want to listen up to this. It might be germier than what you actually think. Now, a new study on the website Fit Rated found free weights having 64 times, as much of bacteria as a water faucet. Exercise bikes have 39 times the bacteria on a cafeteria tray, but the dirtiest equipment in the gym? The treadmill. The study found, get this, more than 415 times the amount of bacteria than a toilet seat. Just so gross. A reminder to wash your hands.
Museum officials say several Andy Warhol Campbell Soup cans art prints were stolen from the Springfield Art Museum in Missouri this week. According to police, someone broke into the museum between Wednesday night and Thursday morning and stole the artwork. The museum does not know how many prints were stolen or if any other works were taken. The FBI and Interpol have been notified of the theft, and authorities are offering $25,000 for any more information.
Now there's plenty more to come, and it's one for the record books. Later, what all these people gathered for an appliance warehouse in Maryland.
But first, Evan Biggs has your full Storm Team 3 forecast.
My favorite thing about WIU is how much we work as a team. Everyone here has helped immensely, and when we work together, the outcome is amazing. Producing for the newscast, writing for the newscast, going to City Council every Monday. It's something that I've learned that it takes a team. There's no such thing as an I. If there's an I, then we know that something's going to go wrong. I really do believe WIU has prepared me for the outside world. I can't wait to see where I end up. I have to thank everyone that has been involved. You know, Jasmine Creighton, she has managed to help me overcome that scary part. And the way that you have a great show is not the content that you have, it's the people who you work with. And here at WIU, I have had a chance to work with some excellent people.
Hey, did you know that 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Go to theshelterpetproject.org and search your local shelters and rescues. Go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors. And to follow the swimming rules.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always Lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
Now take a look at this. Here's Devin. You were at St. Paul Elementary, right?
Yes.
Now you were talking about severe weather.
Yeah, well, we were talking about lightning safety along with Severe Weather Club presenting some other safety topics as well. I talked about lightning and how dangerous it was. And you saw on the video that was shown a little bit ago of me presenting and making sure that little kids are safe and educated about lightning, have an emergency plan. And of course, don't play video games during.
Good.
Yeah, I got to be there when Devin was presenting, and they weren't super happy about that no video games thing.
Oh, every time I present that, they're not happy about it.
So let's take a look outside.
Yeah, let's take a look outside right now. Take a look at our regional temperatures, actually. 54 degrees in Davenport, 56 in St. Louis, Kansas City at 61. On a side note, Macomb, which is not on this map, jumped to 55. We'll actually talk about that right here on the Almanac map right now, actually. We just jumped to 55 degrees within the last Almanac report, or the airport observation, I should say, from the airport. 28 was our morning low today. 61 to 38 is our average for this time of year, and 92 was set back in 1930. Ignore that 18 degrees, as I always say, because no one likes cold weather this time of year. Days are getting longer. 6:28 this morning was sunrise, and sunset will be at 7:39. So take a look at our Midwest weather tracker, now featuring satellite and radar composite. Not a cloud to speak of right now across western Illinois right now. So that is very nice, and I'm sure many of us enjoyed the sunshine after clouds and rain this past weekend. So anyway, let's take a look at a future cast for tonight. 30 degrees in Macomb tonight, 35 in Keokuk, 35 in Quincy. So lots of mid-30s readings around the region. Take a look at tomorrow, 61 degrees in Galesburg, 61 in Peoria. So basically low 60s across western Illinois. Take a look at the future cast for tomorrow night. Shows 35 in Macomb, pretty much the cold spot. Other areas will be seeing upper 30s to around 40. So not too bad as we continue this warm-up. Your forecast for tonight will be clear with frost slates, so cover up your plant skin if they're outside with a low of 30. Winds will be out of the southeast at 5 miles per hour. And Wednesday, it'll be sunny with a high of 63. Winds will be out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And your NEWS3 exclusive 5-day forecast shows nothing but sunshine this whole week. Isn't that going to be nice? Of course, you see the nice warm-up that's coming this week, including some mid-70s by Saturday and Sunday. So of course I had to have fun and exaggerate things and put heat wave on the graphic. So why not? It's nice to have some fun with weather, especially with how nice it is. So Emily and Megan, I'm going to toss it back to you over at the desk. But yeah, have fun with this weather this week and weekend. It'll be siblings weekend too.
So pale, and I see sun and 70 degrees, Devin. So thank you for the wonderful weather forecast.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Devin.
All right, and now Danny Fry joins us with sports.
Up next in sports, news and notes from around the Western Illinois Athletic Department and beyond. Also, the Macomb High softball team have a chance to pick up another win in front of a hometown crowd. And Leatherneck Baseball going for a 4th straight conference series victory. Find out that and more next on Live at 4.
Good. Homemade noodles. Oh. Marty, stop it. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It reminds me, I've been thinking maybe we should try a new form of birth control. I heard about this one, it's called the IUD, intrauterine device. Or we could try the patch on your arm. Actually, I think that one goes in your butt.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
What do you think then? Arm or the butt?
Hey, Hard, what's this? That's my resignation letter. You're resigning? Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit. I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me. Okay, but remember, it's not what you say. It's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Don't worry. The 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play more. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Now, Macomb's local sports focus. Here's Danny Fry.
With a few wins under the belt, the Macomb High softball team clicking on all cylinders on Thursday, hosting nearby Beardstown. Bombers and Tigers in the top of the second. Roll it. Macomb ahead 2-0. Pickoff throw to first from the catcher, sails all the way into the right field corner. Then it's time to run all the way around the bases, and she's still chugging along past third. Beardstown scores their first run of the game. MHS would answer. Maggie Swanson cracks it a deep right center. That's a dinger over the fence. A solo homer in the bottom of the fourth makes it 3-1 Bombers on Swanson's first ever varsity homer. A special moment for the underclassmen as she celebrates with her teammates. Tie game now at 4-4 in the fifth. Courtney Thorman bounces a base hit up the middle. There will be a close play at the plate. Mia Lambert with the great slide just in there. Bombers break the tie and pull away. MHS goes on to win 9-6. The Bombers playing as we speak at home against rival Monmouth Roseville. On Friday, Western Illinois baseball kept up the stellar Summit League start with a win over conference frontrunner Oral Roberts. Saturday was a double dip with ORU. The Leathernecks hungry for another series victory. Game 3 after WIU dropped Game 1 5-0. Bottom of the first, Chris Tashita slices it into right field, down in the corner for a double. The relay throw bounces wide, and Tashita will go ahead and scamper on over to third in prime scoring position. And with that in mind, the next batter, Colton Pogue, will lift a fly ball to right field. It will loft up. It will be caught, and then Chris Tashita will cruise on in to score, putting Western up 1-0 after one, drawing first blood. Keep that in mind, Western up 1-0 at this point. Top of the seventh, now the Golden Eagles up 2-1. Chase Stafford, bomb to left field. That carries up and over the fence for a solo shot. The floodgates would open after that for Oral Roberts to win 11-1. Brent Williams tore the cover off of the ball for Oral Roberts, while Chris Tashita scored the only WIU run. Leatherneck baseball back in action tomorrow at 4 in Macomb when NAIA St. Ambrose comes to town. Even though his college career is over, Nico Watson isn't ready to hang up the cleats just yet. Watson, who rumbled for over 1,200 rushing yards and 14 touchdowns his senior year with the Leathernecks, will work out for the Chicago Bears Thursday at Hallis Hall at the onset of the NFL draft. A quiet dynasty here at WIU is technically not a sport but a club. The Western Illinois Bass fishing team picked up where they left off at Table Rock Lake in Kimberling City, Missouri over the weekend. Western won the first Central Conference event of the year. The duo of Alex Bolden and Matt Woles caught 5 bass that weighed a total of 16 pounds and 14 ounces. WIU qualifies for the 2017 FLW National Tournament. Today, the University of Illinois finalizes settlements with former women's basketball players and former head football coach Tim Beckman. U of I will pay $375,000 to settle a federal lawsuit that will be split between 7 former women's basketball players who allege there was a racially insensitive environment. The university will also pay Beckman $250,000 for any legal claims made by the former Fighting Illini head coach after he was fired before the 2015 season. That's it for sports. Final word is next.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
You can be a hero by being prepared for an emergency. First, make a plan. Call a family meeting to plan for things like how to connect with loved ones after an emergency or your escape route. I am not fast. Build a kit. When disaster strikes, it's important to have enough supplies to last 3 days. And don't forget the batteries. Low battery. Visit ready.gov/kids for more preparedness tips.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Stories. They happen everywhere. At News 3, we go the distance and tell them firsthand. Across the region.
The tornado tore through a neighborhood in Washington, Illinois.
Across the state.
Here at the state capitol in Springfield for the gubernatorial race.
Across generations.
We have a lot of people that are very dedicated, who are all volunteers.
The stories that inform us, the stories that move us, the stories that matter from a fresh perspective.
If you tend to procrastinate, you might want to pay attention to this. You have less than a week to file your income tax return. The deadline, April 18th. The date was pushed back this year because of a legal holiday in D.C. People have until Monday now to file a return on request or request an extension. A survey finds 70% of people will be filing electronically and 75% are expecting refunds.
Now, an Atlanta area appliance chain has broken the world record for human mattress dominoes. Yes, I promise you, it's a thing. Now take a look. 1,200 humans. One mattress fell one by one, toppling the world record previously held by Germany. The whole thing was done in a 70,000 square foot facility and took almost 14 minutes. Guinness was there on hand to verify the feat. That's just absolutely crazy. I would do it.
I'm amazed.
Sign me up for that. But so the Guinness person, does he have to measure out how far they are? Like, what's a clean fall down? I was wondering what they had to do for that.
That's true. I feel like there's a lot more. Like, look, constantly, they're just having a grand old time.
Timber.
It was absolutely awesome. So, Devin, let's take a look outside and. Well, I know, I'm ready for the warm temperatures this weekend.
Yeah, well, the temperatures are going to be timbering down, too. I don't know if that's a word, but I just invented it. So, anyway, it'll be clear tonight. Temperatures fall to 39 with a chance of frost. Cover your plants up. Look at Wednesday. It'll be sunny again with the high of 63. We get warmer again. And look at the 5-day forecast. Of course, I had to exaggerate for heat wave in because it's so fun. Because we hit mid-70s this week. That is going to be nice. So, I know it's siblings weekend this weekend, so my bro and I will be definitely outside enjoying this beautiful weather.
I'm hoping for a sunburn. I'll take a sunburn.
I'm running
That's not very healthy now.
I'm running my first ever 5K this weekend, so good weather is exactly what I want to hear.
Yeah, that'll definitely help. I'm sure with sports too, right?
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. I mean, they're out and about and going on right now. I got to get out of here. I got to get over to Macomb High.
I guess we should wrap up because Danny's got to get out of
That's
here.
Right. That's right.
That's all for us today.
Yeah, but we're online all the time. You can make sure to find us, News 3 WIU.
Stay up to date with us. Like us on Facebook or Twitter. Just search the handle News 3 WIU.
And tune in to us tomorrow at 9 for Good Morning Macomb. You can watch it online or on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to News 3 WIU for alerts when we go live. Thank you for joining us this evening.
From all of us at News 3, have a good night, Macomb.